Hey everybody, I have a video that I have to get out to you right now. Listening to this interview on CBS this morning, they're interviewing this doctor, David Angus, and you have to listen to what he says and how he says it. He is so excited about what is going to happen with this coronavirus quarantine situation. This video came to me completely out of the blue. I was doing research on flu deaths and how the vaccine has continued to rise year by year, and now this year flu deaths are 65% higher than last year. So a lot of good these vaccines are really doing, right? But then I got this. There was no doubt I was supposed to see this news clip.
I'm going to start with the question I think a lot of people at home are wondering. How does this spread, meaning how might I get this? Because we're hearing about community spread now, not just direct contact.
So the problem with this virus and why we're getting all excited, everyone says, why are you so worried about this? It's not killing anybody near the flu, is that for 2 weeks you have the virus, you can spread it and you're asymptomatic. So the problem is you go to a movie theater not knowing you have the virus, you cough once, you can infect the movie theater.
Did you like what he said there? Once again, they are continuing to put out the narrative that you may have this without you knowing it, and there is hardly any way to tell if you do. For so long, up to a month now. Once again, they are showing their hand that this is all planned step by step and that they know the outcome.
In most places around the world, it's getting worse, but in China now, it's actually getting a little bit better.
Well, China put in a quarantine that is awesome, right? You cannot leave your house, you cannot go to school, you cannot go to work, you cannot go to church. Quarantines work. We are going to have quarantines in the United States of America in the next week or two. It's not if, but it's when and where. It will happen. It will be a new way of life. There's no panic. We're all going to be safe, but this is how we're going to control the virus from an exponential spread.
You call this the new normal?
This is the new normal. And we're going to have a different way. I mean, you know, we're no longer going to go like this anymore. We're going to go like this. We're not going to be shaking hands. We're not going to be congregating in large groups for several months. Starting Monday, the schools in Japan, the entire country are closed for a month. That is the new normal, is online education for kids. And so we have to look at it differently. You know, the delivery man, pretty soon that's going to be a drone, so nobody touches your packages, and we're not going to have transmission of disease.
Did you guys hear that? They're awesome. Just awesome. Just completely insane. Listen to this guy. How sick and evil could you be to be this excited about this supposed outbreak and the harm and death of, you know, potentially so many that's what they're saying is going to happen? How can he be excited and happy? Maybe because he knows quarantines are going to happen, just like he just said, and that they are going to take control with this exact cover story.
I'm curious, you know, in the real world out there, folks have all sorts of scenarios going on in their head. Friends are coming to visit from Italy and other countries. Are we going to see a clampdown on who might be able to enter this country?
So there's a new policy. Nobody from Italy is allowed to, no. Yeah, we're going to start to see policies like that, is that they're going to be high-risk regions. And it's not just from other countries, it's here. If San Francisco is on quarantine, we don't want people from San Francisco to travel to Los Angeles. And we're going to have a new normal, you know, to do that.
So are there ways that we can prevent just the spread outside of the quarantine? I mean, people are going to have to go out and sort of like grab a bunch of groceries, throw them into the basement, and live, you know, off of, you know.
Well, I mean, let's take a step back. So about a third of coronavirus, colds are coronaviruses. It's a common virus. In fact, that picture, that graphic right here is amazing, because in the 1960s, when they first identified coronavirus, they saw those projections and they said it looked like a crown. That's why it's called corona. And so this is a new strain of it that is spread dramatically, but it causes lung inflammation. Most people get over it fine. 80% of people have mild symptoms.
Can you believe what he just said right there? Most people get over it fine. 80% of people just have mild symptoms. Yet, you are talking right now about quarantining the entire United States. How can people not see how far off on each end that they are? They are at different ends of the spectrum. Please open your eyes.
But the elderly, people who are tobacco smokers, have a much more aggressive course, and that's what we're worried about.
Just to remind people, though, if you're traveling, if you're out and about, to Michelle's point, you mentioned this with use your elbow. What can people do to try to prevent any bacteria, any germ spread, including
Purell, right? Or the equivalent alcohol wipes, they work. The mask, we use the mask backwards. Masks are, if you're going to cough, you cough into your mask so particles don't go in the air. It's not to protect you from viruses, which are small, which can go through the mask.
Right.
If you are sick, your child has a runny nose, you have a cough, stay home.
Even if you don't know if it's corona or whatever it is.
You stay home now. We all have to protect not just ourselves, but our community. I want to change. I really think this is going to make community focus first. A new way of thinking.
Very, very quickly, Doctor, in 15 seconds. If a lot of people are thinking about canceling vacation plans, whether it's a European vacation, a cruise, should they do it?
I feel like I'm going to debate 15 seconds. It depends where it is. And so all of us just need to be aware. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. Next month or two is critical. So everyone is saying, should I travel? Do not travel to a high-risk area. Other areas, it is fine to travel to now. I am flying home on United to Los Angeles today, and I am not worried.
And see, just like the video I put out, and others as well have, there come the drones. Here comes your 5G AI technology right at you. And they're going to be able to do quarantines, vaccines, all these different AI takeover, whatever they want, due to them pumping up this coronavirus outbreak that it's so bad that people are just eating it up. I read the comments on so many other videos and it makes me sick. People are running to hand their rights over. They are running to get a vaccine or running to, oh, please, please quarantine me. What in the hell is going on? I'm sorry for the language, but this is getting horrible. And I'm not talking about that stupid virus. I am talking about the power grab that is happening right in front of your eyes and that nobody is stopping. I will continue to work on these other videos that I am trying to edit and switch because 2 more were blocked this morning. So my next videos may not be as good with the editing and everything because I just want to get the information out, and when I do that and then it gets blocked, it just doesn't work for you or me. So I'm going to just try to get this information out as quickly as possible. Thank you guys. Protect your family. There is so much going on. Please, please put on the full armor of God. Please stay in the Word. We are in very, very threatening times. But remember, you have no panic, you have no fear. And remember, you should be just as excited as he is, but you're excited because you have Jesus and you have nothing to fear, and that people like him and others will lose in the end. Thank you all. Stay safe. God bless.